Okay, this is not a breakdown of every episode of this show. It's just me gushing over season one of this particular show. Hello, welcome to Just My Thoughts. I'm your host, Khaleel Ward. On this episode, I'll be talking about X-Men, the animated series, season one. Quick disclaimer, growing up, I didn't know shows had seasons. I just watched the show. I didn't realize how many episodes were in the season. So seeing it on Disney Plus and how it's broken down, I was like, oh, that does make a little bit more sense. So season one is 13 episodes and they come out on fire. They come out swinging. They don't hold your hand telling you like who the X-Men are and introducing you to all the little characters. But for those who haven't watched the series, the X-Men consist of Cyclops, Wolverine, Jean, Storm, Rogue, Gambit, Beast, Professor X, Morph for a little bit, and Jubilee. We meet Jubilee in the first episode. We meet Sentinels in the first episode. We learn that Sentinels hunt down mutants essentially and take them out. Also in the first episode, Beast gets captured and imprisoned for a while, and Morph gets shot. Wolverine has a lot of iconic lines that I just love. Every time I watch it, I know it's coming and I laugh at it. There's conflict amongst the X-Men in this first season. Wolverine and Cyclops, because Wolverine loves Jean and he punches Cyclops at one point. That's where we get the meme where he's looking at the picture and he cuts it. Wolverine and Gambit get into it at some point. Gambit is like a slick talker to a lot of people in this particular show. We get a couple of two-parters where it says to be continued, and cartoons don't really do that. So it's fun to re-watch this series and see like all the different things. But they don't hold back. They give us a lot of stuff in these 13 episodes. We get Sentinels. We get Magneto right after that. We get the Morlocks. We get Juggernaut. We get Sabretooth. We get Wolverine in Canada. Colossus. Cable. We get Angel turning into Archangel. We get Apocalypse. Days of Future Past. Bishop trying to go back in time to kill Gambit to save his future. We get the Brotherhood. We get Master Mode. We got Storm, Gambit, and Jubilee going on vacay to Genosha thinking it's going to be cool, and it turns into a slave island. Like this show, in 13 episodes, this show was like, here, take it all. We don't know how long we're going to be here. Enjoy. And it's a really cool watch. Like, I would probably say Wolverine is my favorite character in this particular first season. He has a lot of great lines. He doesn't always hit his target when he's talking trash. Like, he talks trash to everybody. But, you know, it's just cool seeing all these different characters get introduced to us in this first episode. We learn Magneto and Professor X were cool back in the day. We see Juggernaut doing his thing. Colossus is there. Cable coming from the past, like coming from the future. And it's just like, it's a lot to take in, but it's so much fun in a only 20-minute episode. So you can just breeze through it. If you've never seen this show, I don't know why you haven't. Definitely go back and watch this show because it's so much fun. And I'm going to talk about season 2 and the other seasons later on, but season 1 is just, as they say, a banger of a season because it gives us so much early on to just keep your attention, keep you coming back for more. But I love it. This is one of my favorite shows growing up. If you watched it, let me know what was your favorite episode in season 1. For me, I like, it's hard to pick. I would say getting introduced to Magneto because you know how big a deal Magneto is and him just showing up and really handling the X-Men the first time they come across him. It was cool to see that like, he couldn't be touched the first go around and he was washing every single one of them that came across him. So that would probably be my first episode. And I believe that's like episode 3. But let me know your favorite episode from this particular season of X-Men. And I'll come back and talk about the other seasons later on. But thank you for watching. Thank you for listening.